Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working our way through The Rape of Lucrece, which is a poem about sexual violence towards women, so if you need to tune out, I totally understand. If you want to hear today's stanzas, we're looking at stanzas 145 to 148, and today is the last day that we're going to spend with Lucretia mourning what just happened to her and grieving and railing against time and opportunity and all that sort of stuff. She's been going on for quite a while, which makes sense. I mean, she was awakened in the middle of the night by a man who wanted to rape her and said that if he couldn't, he would kill her and leave a dead slave in the bed with her, so her whole family would be disgraced forever. So she's been dealing with all of that, and she railed against opportunity for allowing him to do it, and time for being there so that he could do it, and all of these sorts of things. And she feels guilty, like she has shamed Collatine. And at the end of yesterday's stanza, she was getting into the fact that, like, this is that much worse that Sextus Tarquinius did it because he's supposed to be a king. And, you know, the higher up you are in status in society and all those sorts of things, the worse it is for you to commit crimes. And she continues along those lines in stanza 145, saying, "The crow may bathe his coal-black wings in mire, and unperceived fly with the filth away. But if the snow-white swan desire, the stain upon his silver down will stay. Poor grooms are sightless night, kings glorious day. Gnats are unnoted wheresoe'er they fly, but eagles gazed upon with every eye. Out, idle words, servants to shallow fools, unprofitable sounds, weak arbitrators. Busy yourselves in skill-contending schools, debate where leisure serves with dull debaters. To trembling clients be you mediators. For me, I force not argument a straw, since that my case is past the help of law. In vain I rail at opportunity, at time, at Tarquin, an uncheerful night. In vain I cavil with mine infamy. In vain I spurn at my confirmed despite. This helpless smoke of words doth me no right. The remedy, indeed, to do me good is to let forth my foul defiled blood." Poor hand, why quiverest thou at this decree? Honor thyself to rid me of this shame. For if I die, my honor lives in thee, but if I live, thou liv'st in my defame. Since thou couldst not defend thy loyal dame, and wast afeard to scratch her wicked foe, kill both thyself and her for yielding so. And then she's done talking for a little while. But what she has said here, the first of these stanzas, is a continuation of the fact that it's worse for people in power to commit crimes. What she's saying is, you know, a crow that's already black, if it gets covered in dirt, in filth, whatever, nobody's going to notice. But if you see that same dirt on a swan, everybody's going to notice it. The same as nobody notices gnats. But they do notice eagles. And then she gets a little bit frustrated with herself for just talking, because all of this talking that she's been doing hasn't done anything. It hasn't done any good. It hasn't taken away any of the shame. It hasn't brought her any comfort. She's railed against opportunity and time and Sextus Tarquinius and all these things, and none of it seems to be helping. And she comes to the conclusion that the only thing that is going to save her or make her feel better or save any bit of her honor is if she kills herself. And then presumably her hands start to shake, because the last of these stanzas she delivers to her hand, saying, like, why are you afraid to kill me? You did nothing when he was raping me. You weren't able to save me. You weren't able to scratch him. So why don't you do this thing? Because if you, my hand, kills me, then, you know, you've saved my honor, you've saved my disgrace, because I will no longer be alive. But if we stay alive, you will always be the hand that did nothing while I was being raped. So this is the way out. And that's where we're going to leave her for today. It's a really morbid conclusion to come to, but it speaks to the desperation of her state of mind. And we've been following her along with this whole chain of thought, this roller coaster of emotion that she's been on, where she's, you know, angry at time and angry at herself and upset about this and wishing that she could just have the hour back and all of those sorts of things, for her to land at the only way that she can solve this or fix this or feel at all better about it is to kill herself. It's a very powerful statement about her current state of mind and what being raped can do to a person. So anyway, if you've got the stomach for it, come on back tomorrow for more. And we're not going to be hearing from her in the first person for a smidge. We're going to get a little bit more from the narrator starting tomorrow. So I'll see you then for that. Mwah.